Hear me out. Haven't you always secretly wanted a dirty, naughty, PG-rated, Hallmark-ass male stripper Christmas movie? Oh, fuck me. Who is this for?
Shout out to the Merry Gentlemen!
The Merry Gentlemen is the latest in my attempt to watch every Netflix Christmas movie from this year without getting drunk off my ass. And let's just say, so Britt Robertson returns from the city to her small hometown. And she realizes maybe the big city life isn't for her anymore. Really? Okay. And then she meets and falls in love with the small town's local handyman. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? They even have the gall to mention, oh yeah, he does seem like a Hallmark kind of dude. You have ripped the single most basic set of plot points that Hallmark has ever had. So her parents own a bar that used to be a local hotspot and now isn't. It's dying off and they are $30,000 in debt. I mean, they kind of, you know... They could have sold it before that happened. Doesn't matter. And their Broadway star daughter has returned now to save them by putting on a show using the town's local men, all of whom are super ripped somehow, to do a show where they take off their shirts and do some of the worst choreography you've ever seen. Meet these, I was going to say gorgeous men. Honestly, not really. Chad Michael Murray might be the most attractive, and he's like 44 and he's a little bit past his best. But there's him, the town's local handyman, falling in love with this girl, even though he's had his heart broken before by a girl going back to the big city. I wonder how the final act drama is going to play out. There's her brother-in-law, who is kind of bitchy about the whole thing, yeah. Then there's the waiter at the bar, who's also just happens to be incredibly ripped. And then there's the guy that they bring in who doesn't really know how to act, but he can do a backflip, so he actually makes it look like they know what they're doing. And then there's the old guy who just kind of starts dancing with them and keeps doing it. And everyone's like, yeah, good for him, but he can't dance either. Like, he's always out of time. I don't know if that's on purpose. It's not good. Already, the idea of doing a film where the whole plot and idea of it are, look, sexy things are happening on screen. There's sexy men dancing shirtless on screen. But making it super, super sanitized and PG and Hallmarky? Inherently, that is an awful idea. That is just nightmarish and terrible. I'm not sure what Netflix was thinking here. They're just trying to do like anything slightly different, but they have literally taken the most basic ass Hallmark plot and just added a very small amount of male stripping. The other thing that really gets me is the whole plot, like they have to pay this $30,000, but there's no like dead, you know, they've got like these past due bills and stuff, so they've got to get to it. But they act like, oh no, on Christmas Eve it's all down to this, even though they've already raised like $26,000 or something. Like, they could probably pay that and then pay the other like $4,000 back more slowly, or what. I think they would. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have to create drama. It is bad. If I'd known going in that it was just a full-on Hallmark stolen plot, maybe I wouldn't have felt so harshly about it. But I was kind of expecting something like mildly better, I guess, and it's not even like up to Hallmark standards, really. So I'm giving Merry Christmas half stripper gram 1.5 stars. Like, I don't get it. I feel like you come up with this idea and then you go, then you go come up with a different idea. People at actual Netflix were like, yep, absolutely. That's rough. Subscribe. I'm dying.